Does your bestie seem to act weird whenever they are around you? Have you been trying to spend time with a group of new friends that behave you cold? Have you tried to form a bond with people who just aren't into it? Have you just started a friendship or relationship that doesn't work out as you expected? Or how do you know if someone is keen on spending time with you, or they are just doing it due to habit, circumstance, or duty? Whether you agree or not, you're wasting your dear time insisting so much to be around people who dislike you and doesn't want to be with you. Yes, following whether people actually like you or not may sound incredibly depressing and pessimistic. But it also can be helpful. If you weed out the people who try to bring you down, avoid you in front of other people, and unfortunately you worth nothing to them and focus your time and energy on keeping those who will lead to making better, happy time, you'll not only have better friendships, but you'll save yourself a ton of heartbreak in the process. So, in a world where people are trained to be polite, never speak their truth, and always be smiling even when they don't necessarily want to, it can get confusing to determine if someone wants to be around you or not. Check their sincerity with the following tips will reveal someone's true feelings for you. Number 1. Their body language shows it all. Body language can easily demonstrate how we feel about other people. So pay attention to how they show up around you. If you find someone is comfortable or happy or is very open with relaxed arms, good eye contact, genuine smiles, etc., then it shows they interested in you, but people will give themselves away with their body language if they don't like you and may only be there to keep up appearances and be polite. Negative or closed body language signals include: they often hide behind a purse, backpack or bag, looking down or away from where you are sitting or standing, huddling up as if they are trying to protect themselves from you. Their arms are always crossed around you. Their torsos are pointed away from you. They scratch their neck. Number 2. They don't look you in the eyes. Pay attention to their eyes. People who don't look you in the eyes are trying to hide something, and sometimes that something is that they don't really like you. According to research, there is more mutual eye contact between friends than others, and lovers tend to gaze more into each other's eyes. So if you notice they often seem distracted, disconnected, and frustrated while speaking and engaging with you, it's a sign that they don't like you. But pay attention, too much eye contact can be a sign for those not wanting others to know that they feel negatively towards them. Since we know looking away will be interpreted as arrogant, people overcompensate by making too much eye contact to ensure they aren't perceived as disrespectful. So if someone looks deeply into your eyes while you share your adventure story in Paris, they may just not be as captivated by you as you think. But don't rely on just one sign. Number 3. They don't offer you a genuine smile. A smile is a subconscious reaction while seeing someone or something you like. So when someone smiles you, keep an eye for fake versus real one, which is pretty easy to spot. A sincere one can't be faked. Guillaume Duchenne, who is a French neurologist, explains that a real smile causes us to use the muscles around our eyes called the orbicularis oculi, which may crinkle up more. But fake smiles are accomplished by using entirely different muscles. So if they offer you a fake smile, you better don't waste your time hanging around them. Number 4. They avoid you as much as they can. If you just see someone or someone's weirdly avoiding you and do whatever it takes to have minimum contact with you. I mean, if they schedule the lunchtime exactly when you are busy and can't join them, if they go out to parties without asking you to come, or if they arrange meetings or discussion and don't invite you to join them, or even they limit their communications in social media like Facebook, Skype, etc. So, you have to accept the fact that they dislike you. And you'll better keep a safe amount of distance between the two of you, otherwise you look like a needy one. Number 5. Your conversation is too short. If someone is excited to talk to you, your relationship is going somewhere good. They will ask freely about your feelings, your day, or things you are interested in. But if you realize that your conversations with someone are clipped or cut short because they suddenly need to talk to another one, make another call or have other priorities, and they just don't want to extend the conversation. For instance, you share your weekend story. Today was fantastic, I meet a lot of people and etc. And all they respond with is, that's cool. Or when texting, they only respond you back with emojis, then it's time to move on to someone who will ask instead. That's awesome, what happened? Number 6. They don't bother themselves to compliment and praise you. When they dislike you, that doesn't matter how much you try or how nice you behave around them, they don't even bother to thank, praise, and compliment you. You can realize it when you are the most stylish and fantastic one in a group of people, or when you accomplished a goal or perform a difficult job, small or big, you would expect at least a little praise and compliment from the people around you. But among those people, the ones who are not interested you don't bother to say anything nice for your victory, or probably just say something too short, sarcasm and demean. Because they don't care about you as much as you expect, or worse, they secretly gossip about you in your absence. When you find those people around you, throw them out mentally, form your life, and find someone who encourages you. Number 7. They never touch you, even a usual one. It doesn't matter whether it's a platonic or a romantic relationship, people touch when they like you and enjoy of being around you. So you need to pay attention to how much physical contact occurs between you two when you are hanging out together, as touching can be used for many reasons. For instance, they demonstrate affiliation or commitment in a relationship, it initiates physical intimacy, and provide emotional support when someone needs it. So if you can see the person avoid all kinds of physical contact, even if it's just a slowly hit in the back, it could be a subtle sign that they aren't willing in maintaining a relationship or a friendship. Number 8. They often bails on you. Of course, we all have things that come up which causes us to cancel plans, even with people we absolutely love spending time with. However, if you realize that your friend leaves you sitting alone at a table for lunch more than twice, or they just coming up with excuses for not being able to hang out and bails on plans that you make. So write the situation, spend more time with people who respect you more, they definitely consider it a privilege to be with you. Number 9. They don't listen to you sincerely. Actually, friends and lovers who value your thoughts, ideas, and beliefs will ask you what you think or what was going on with you and do their best to listen to what you say. Also, if a guy likes a girl, he'll remember every single thing she tells him for months or even years. Now, among your friends, if someone unwillingly listens to you or just listen to half of your story and never ask you anything, then run. This isn't a friend. It's a narcissist. Other indicators include scanning over your messages instead of fully reading them, or give you only the answers you need. Number 10. They don't want you around them in any event and plan. If you are the one who makes plans and schedules for hanging out with another person or a group of friends every single time, but they never reciprocate that. Or if you realize all your friends, families or colleagues have been invited to someone's party, everyone except you, it slowly becomes obvious they may not be all that into hanging out with you. But true friendship or even a romantic relationship will be about 50-50. Even when you prefer to stay at home for a movie, a sincere friend won't leave you alone and will join you in whatever you like. Number 11. They keep looking at their phone or watch when hanging out with you. Life has changed and make people be in a rush nowadays, so people will commonly use busyness as an excuse to constantly check their phones. But it's completely different who you are hanging with. Being with a real friend makes the hours pass like minutes. So if you face someone or someone's around you who constantly looks their watch while you are talking to, it's a telltale sign they have nothing to do with you, so it caused them easily frustrated when you are around them. Number 12. They often disagree with you. It's a proven psychological fact that people who don't like you will not follow you. They will also tend to avoid being respectful to your opinions and beliefs, and sometimes humiliate you in front of others. If you talk about a science fact or political issues or anything else, they suddenly cut off you. Or maybe you share your passion for something and expect them to understand you, but they strangely blame you or disagree with you. Then this is a big sign that there's a rift. So you better go to someone who agrees with you in most cases. Number 13. They don't trust you as you wish. We all face challenges, difficulties, or mental confusion on a daily basis. So we always need someone who trusts us or at least make an effort to understand us. For example, if we made a mistake consciously or unconsciously, or if we didn't do anything bad and are conscious, but it sounds bad to other people, or if we had a new way of life or career or anything else, there should be someone who believes us. But if you notice that your friend doesn't trust you, think you less than what you deserve, or try to bring you down by the unfair judge, especially the ones who you invested a lot, then it's the time to figure out the verdict. You'll have a chance to alter your manner and find someone who cares about you. Number 14. Their etiquette seems forced. We all know that the best friendships and relationships go on fondly, sincerely and genuinely. But if it happens for you to be in any situation or conversation that someone's etiquette seems forced, however, they might try to get along just to avoid dispute. It means them phony smile, forcing laugh or doing anything to keep the peace. They might secretly keep the surface clean between you two for personal gain or purpose. So, accept the fact that they simply are going through the motions and are not wanting to connect with you. Number 15. Things just feel awkward. Have you been in that situation? Feel awkward around something or someone you aren't good with? Maybe you two don't know what to talk about, maybe you aren't in the mood to do things when she or he is around. Maybe you can't ever decide what to do together. Maybe you just feel weird being around them. If you feel this way about someone, it isn't their fault or your fault. We're all attracted to others based on some factors that we don't always consciously understand. If things are awkward, just chalk it up as a lesson. Don't waste your time, find someone who has the same interests as you.